all right. We're live now. You go ahead. Yeah, tell me about what happened while you were out today, Fred.
Went out to up there behind the camp today, and I went way excuse me. I went way the hell back up in there. I had rocks thrown at me today. Um, I was halfway to the what I did. I went in, went up behind camp, and I walked halfway toward the picnic area, and then I just stopped and took a left, and I went straight. I got back there about a quarter mile. I was stopping and making video. Goddamn rocks started flying my way.
Hmm.
Now I know the difference between an acorn and a hickory nut hitting the ground.
Right.
They don't make a big boom or a thump. They don't make that.
Right.
So I went on back to
Hmm.
there. I just finished downloading. I already sent part one to Sharon now, and 13 minutes something long. But I found structures back there that was. Even found a structure on the side of the road going to the camp that was mega fresh. That was done because there was still sap dripping from the break, and it was about 12 foot high
Right.
and everything. But on the way back, I could smell vanilla, and then the vanilla dissipated, and then I got a big stench. I mean, a massive stench.
Huh.
I'm like, wow.
Well,
All right.
all right. Well, I'm gonna try to share something here. Hold on one second. If I could get it to. All right.
Well,
Let's have a.
I talked to Jennifer last night after we got off air.
Right. What's she have to say?
She might be coming down this week. I mean,
Oh,
next week.
okay.
I told her, I said, these little guys are very active right now. But the stench I got was like urine, feces, and ammonia. The exact same smell I got when I videoed that family group back in 13.
Hmm.
Because the wind was blowing kind of not at my back, but kind of from my back left to the let's say from 7 to 1, blowing in that direction
Right.
and everything. And it lasted about about 20 minutes, and then it just all dissipated.
Hmm.
But but I'm gonna have to take you back there, man, because I tell you what, it's a blast looking at them structures back there.
Hmm.
And I went up in the Kennedy Fields on that front side of that ridge where I got zapped at. There's a structure up there with two trees that are bent over, kind of like they were bent down, but they were crossed in the X. And then there's another tree that was shaped that was broke. It was falling over, so he snapped it, and it made like a teepee over top of the X.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, you remember how
Were
we
you?
walked? What?
Oh no. I was just asking. Did you snap any photos today or?
Yeah, I got photos. I was going to do that next. Everything.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I got all the photos on. I got video, and I made two videos. One was 9 minutes, and the other one was 13 minutes. And I got a lot of photographs too.
Yeah.
But man, you got
All right.
where do you go up there, man? Jeez.
And this is around the apple orchard.
No, this is up behind the camp.
Oh, at the camp. Okay. Okay. Pretty cool. Yeah. If you went up on the lower trail, if you look, I mean, as far as I know, we didn't have. Yeah, we didn't have no rain since the last time I was up there, right? Since Saturday. No, since Sunday, right?
Yeah. No, when I come
Because
back
if you,
through, when I come back through, I come down the ridge and I come out on the creek and I took a left and I followed that for about maybe 100 yards and then I come out on this trail, come out right there where you cross the creek to go to the picnic area. I come out right
right,
there. I come out in there and I just went on back through Kennedy Field, But
hmm,
it's massively. I mean, I found more structures that wasn't back there when I first started going back there, but this is on back. Instead of walking that ridge, I just went straight back and went toward the top of the mountain.
hmm.
It was about a 5 mile trek all the way around. You know, I made kind of like a square walking and everything. But I tell you what, there's a lot more structures back there. They was back there, got rocks thrown at me. I smelled vanilla that dissipated, and then the smell of the urine, the feces, and the ammonia. It wasn't strong enough to burn my eyes like the last time, like it did the first time, but you could definitely tell that it wasn't a bear. There was this
I tell
place.
you, yeah, that one time, the last time I smelled urine, and I smelled it pretty strong. Um, it was. Hold on, give me a second. I have to think exactly where I was. I want to say it was in the picnic area, or right along as I was going up through the trail.
Right.
I smelt it pretty strong. Somewhere it was. I can't remember exact spot, but it was somewhere up in that location.
Yeah.
So
A bear's urine has got a stench to it, but a squatch's urine, you will definitely notice it because it makes bear urine smell like baby powder compared to the smell of a squatch.
I know
When
sometimes
they
you
when
could.
they when they take a leak, you could if the wind's in the right direction, you can smell it a mile away. That's how bad it stinks.
Right.
I mean, it is mega strong. It's like walking into a chicken house or a hog walking into a building filled with hogs that the the floor hasn't been cleaned in a year or something like that. How the stench
Right.
is, that's what it smelled like.
Mm. Now I know it's common or possible to smell deer urine too, especially if it's especially this time of year. If well, I'll probably give it another month or so, but
Well, they are.
especially when the deer start to go into the rut, you
Yeah,
know,
only thing I found here in the last month, I found two scrapes on trees, two of
okay.
them. That's it. I found one scrape, and that was done by turkeys.
Yeah, now I found some. Like where I got that last cast, that track I cast. There was
Yeah,
some fairly fresh deer tracks right in that same area. Some of them look fairly
yeah,
large. So I mean, yeah, deer are moving through there, but it's just we haven't seen them though.
yeah. That's the problem. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be, I don't think it's gonna be like it was last year. Ain't hardly no deer being shot.
right.
I mean, I'm squirrel hunting now, and I'm being selective on. I go in the area, and I'll listen. And if I'll hear bark or I hear a nut hit the ground, and I start listening to the gnawing, or better yet, just watch the limbs. I killed two yesterday,
Hmm.
and I missed two today.
Oh man.
What's that?
Hold on. All right, never mind. I had a message from
Oh,
someone.
hmm.
Oh man, yeah, I'm planning to get out Friday after work.
All right.
I'm now I'll probably head out Friday after work. I'm debating if I'm gonna stay overnight, but which I'm tempted to do that.
Well,
That way I don't.
Saturday, yeah. Well, Saturday, me and Jeff's gonna. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take my Jeep over to my sister-in-law's house Friday night, and then
Yeah.
we're going over Saturday. We're gonna change the head on it. I'm gonna go
Hmm.
ahead and get it done. The thing is, it's just not running right. I mean, it sounds smooth, but when
Right.
you're going down the road, you hear the left side of the exhaust going pop, 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 pop. It's got a popping sound to it. and the right side is just as smooth as silk. So it's either a collapse lifter or I got a valve that's getting ready to getting ready to be burned. So we're gonna go ahead and change it.
Right.
Ain't gonna take but a couple hours to do it anyway. But anyway, well, like I say, we got Jennifer coming down next week if things go right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely yeah, definitely next weekend I'm definitely gonna be in the woods. Probably Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm gonna be spending the night out there in one of the other locations. I don't either your camp area or West Augusta. But
Well, get your hunting license, man.
yeah, there's something else I'm gonna do. I'm I've
Well,
been stuck wearing these glasses for a while. I'm gonna probably go ahead and get me some contacts come Friday. Not this Friday, but next. So
well,
yeah.
you're gonna get them yellowish green glowing eyes.
Nah, just the same kind I've been getting, clear eyes, so everyone can see my
Uh,
pretty eyes. So.
yeah. Okay. Okay. If you say so.
And plus, tell you what, glasses are all right, but man, they get in the way, and especially
I'm.
it's not the same when you're trying to use binoculars or especially my night vision. I
Yeah.
haven't been using my night vision because of my glasses, but you
Well,
know,
I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, but I don't anyway. I mean, my glasses are triple bifocals. That tell you how bad my eyes are.
oh wow,
Yeah.
man. So, well, I mean, it doesn't hurt if you. I mean, if well, do you normally mainly need them for reading or?
Yeah. Basically, I could sit there
Oh,
and hold a book. I can hold a book way far away, and
right.
I can barely read it. When I look at a magazine, I got to put my glasses on because everything's so blurry. Even the picture is blurry.
Well, see, that's like me. I can see up close, but not far away. But that's because I'm farsighted. So
Well, I'm
yeah.
basically nearsighted, and I'm 3/4 blind in my right eye.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Well,
how
but I
that
mean
happened.
that.
I'll tell you how that.
Yeah.
I was riding a dirt bike. Well, we was riding 4 wheelers over at the old Wayne Cycle Park
Right.
over in Camore, and I went around a turn, and I hit a rock, and my right side of my head smacked a tree about 25, 30 miles an hour,
Mm,
and that's how I lost my sight. But no one really knows about it
right.
because it happened like 25 years ago.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hold on a second.
So what's the subject on tonight?
Nothing in general. I just basically an open discussion. Talk about pretty much anything though. I mean,
Hmm.
so
Well, I got to
let's
buy
see.
me some plaster cast. I got about a pound of it left.
I probably have a little less than that. I was thinking the same thing. I always like to I'm gonna get some more. Now I've been going to Michael's and yeah and getting my plaster from there and the the pails they have the 8 pound pails for like I think they're like around $7-8.
Yeah,
Walmart now carries the 8 pound boxes for five something.
same exact
So
stuff.
basically, it's plaster of Paris, but
Yeah.
they each have inside the box they have 8 individual 1 pound bags.
Oh,
So
cause yeah,
I'm
cause
gonna
one.
keep my bucket and just cut them all open and just pour so many in there. Maybe keep a couple it's still left in the bag.
Yeah,
But
cause what I do when I buy it in a pipe. It's 10 pounds in a bag, and I just break them
right,
down. I just break them down into um 2 pounds. And I have 4 bags, 4 or 5 bags. Because there's a lot of times I run into a cast that's bigger than what I got plaster for, so that's why I put a little extra, make about 2 pounds a piece.
yeah.
Like I say, I got 1 pound left. But
Hmm.
it's getting very interesting right around that area now, and it should be the same way up in your area. It seems to me
Oh yeah.
the jibbies here are getting more brazen because they're getting closer and closer and closer, and they're starting to get a little vocal. Not as much as out in your area, but they're doing little subtle things, that that they haven't done before. Like
Oh
rock,
yeah,
like rock clacking. You hear rock clacking, all of a sudden you hear just barely, just hear. I mean, you could barely hear it if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't hear it. But when
right.
you pay attention, you hear these little grunts here, and they're starting to walk a little. They're not tippy toeing as much as they used to.
Yeah,
I might have some on video today. I don't know. I haven't really sat down and studied the videos. But they was all the rocks were coming from my left up in there. So that's the same group that we've been running across up there in Mill Creek area. I mean, up there in the picnic area. They were just further back up in the woods down. Because when you walk straight back, you come to a hollow, and you cross that hollow, and you go up there, levels out, and it drops deep down on the other side of the hollow and around back.
right.
It, and that's where basically they're between where I was at and basically where they was at back there, and they heard me coming. They was up close. I just happened to be bebopping through there. I really wasn't expecting to see or hear anything today because I had the
Yeah.
gun with me. But apparently they knew I was there,
Hmm.
and they let me know it.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get some more evidence of something out there in my area. I mean, I got my audio recorder out there, and um, yeah, my game cam, my real good game camera, and so I think it's in a pretty good area. But if I don't get anything this time around, it's gonna go up a little. I know just the next spot to put it at. It's almost in the area where we all met up when it was me, you, Lacey. When you went in the other way and we came in the other way and we met up.
Oh, right there where you
Uh,
found right there where that big track was.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put it probably right in that area there because there was a lot of movement
That's a good.
before we met up with you.
Yeah, that's a when I stopped and I was talking to you, you was coming up the hill. Where I was
Yeah,
at, it looked like a big intersection. Cause
yeah, exactly.
yeah, that's a good spot too, man.
Yeah. So I mean, my game camera is just below there. If you follow that trail that we walked up, if you come back down where
Yeah.
it meets where it splits off,
Uh
it's
huh.
over there in that is right in that area off in the corner in the woods. So
Right. That's a good area.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It'd be awesome. Like I said, it'd definitely be awesome if I pick something up.
Yeah, it would.
And
Would.
and my audio recorder's over there in that campground where that I found that was abandoned. So
Yeah.
with that flashlight, but
So if you do get a squatch in that one, that's two squatches, one in each area.
right.
So you'll have two of them on there. That's good time.
Yeah, I want to do a night investigation. I want to get a like. It'd be awesome if we could get at least. I mean, have six of us all together.
Yeah.
Because there's areas where I like if we team up in pairs of twos. There's specific areas in that general area, like in that opening where the track was. I have a couple people in that area.
Yeah.
Two, um, maybe two right down there where those two trails meet,
Uh
and
huh.
then and if you go further up on that trail, keep straight up ahead. There's it goes into another opening clearing area, and the trail narrows. It's almost just like the picnic area in your area.
Right.
You got the open spot, and
Yeah.
then the trail follows real narrow and goes all the way back, and then it crosses a creek back there, and then it starts getting thick again. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's real interesting back there.
Because when me and Jeff and when we did that night investigation up there at Elkhorn that one night, I heard that one yell across the road, and I talked to her husband this morning up here at Sheets. He said I never told my wife, but when me and Jeff and her son was up there at the last dock where I saw those two big eyeballs, he said him and his wife was walking toward the lake, and he heard some movement. He turned around and he caught a glimpse of a squatch coming from behind him. So it come across the road, across the creek, and went right behind him and
Hmm.
everything. And he also told me, he says, "You remember when you said that was a squatch?" I said, "Yeah." He said his wife finally admitted that it was a squatch. I was right, but she didn't
Wait,
want
wait,
to.
who's this again?
Well, she
Whose
called.
wife?
Well, I'll put it this way. Um, SW, BW's group that ran.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I got
yeah,
you.
yeah. It was her, and she's the one that said,
Oh,
there ain't nothing in this area here, and all of a sudden, a big massive knocks come right, not even 30 yards from her on the right. I said, I told you
right,
that's where the adults were, but yeah, uh, seems because that night they was coming from behind the Johnny house and from across the road, right there. Matter of fact, it's right there where the bridge is.
hmm,
They crossed right there because that's where I heard the yell at. I mean, to me, it was not a human because I knew who was there,
right,
and I heard that sound. Man, ah,
hmm. Hold on, what the heck's going on here? All right, hold on. I'm trying to pull something up here.
right. But they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a screen share. I'm gonna go over a couple pictures here.
Well, the funny part is, we must be the hottest two areas in Virginia because we're the only two that's showing evidence. You getting the footprints, and we're seeing squatches out to yin yang, but you
Right.
don't hear other groups do that.
I mean, I don't know if maybe for some reason they don't like to share. I mean, but so
Well, being a
all
secret
right,
group is not going to help. All right, go ahead.
all right.
Okay.
All right. Let me enlarge these pictures and go through them individually here.
All right, this is where my area or your area or both.
This is your.
Oh, okay.
This is up on the trail behind the camp.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'll probably have. All right. I'm gonna ask you. Do you recognize where this might be?
No.
All right. This is the apple orchard right here. This is actually right to the right of all this is all the field. I'm on the upper trail. If you when you come into the field from the at the apple orchard,
Okay.
staying to the right, it comes all around. I was actually coming back out when I saw this because it's
Was this at the
right over
corner?
here, almost at the corner. Yeah, at the other corner there, where I found your coffee cup up against that tree.
Yeah, that's my
So,
marker.
yeah, so this here it was broke and twisted and bent over top of this other one.
All right, now remember where I showed you where that cherry tree was ripped down right there at the edge of the right there at the edge where the field.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, now how far was that from that structure right there from it?
I can't really say. I can't really remember a picture exactly. Yeah, well, I mean, it couldn't have been too far, but
Yeah.
this is in your area, but this is closer to the Mill Creek area.
Okay.
This here was broken, twisted, forked into this tree with all this other stuff all twined together.
Yeah, they got some weird. I'll tell you what. Here in the last 10 years, I've seen some weird designs, man. They're getting weirder all the time. I found a
Yeah,
tree.
this one's pretty cool.
I found a tree about 20 foot long. The roots were 8 foot in the air. The tree was going from like 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and there was another tree right there that was bent over another tree.
Yeah,
It was wild.
yeah. Let's see, that was some kind of track I found. You can't really make that one out.
Yeah, bear
And
tracks.
these are a lot of just different formations of stuff I've been finding out there. Um, I don't know why this
Okay.
one came out a little blurry,
Uh,
but this here I
okay.
found this pretty interesting.
All right. Now you see how that one right there is broken, snapped down.
Right.
The one I found today, there were two smaller trees about big as that one going down there, but it was one was at 5 o'clock, and the other one was at like 8 o'clock, and
Right.
they were went underneath that that dome and crossed like an X. That's a
Now
similar
look at
one.
this. This is a perfect twist right here.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you can see that you cannot deny the twist in this one.
Yeah,
This
they,
has
they
been completely twist.
is that two trees or is that one tree with a limb?
This is actually the one tree with another one that split off of it,
Ah,
and this one
okay.
here twisted.
Ah,
Yeah. Now this here is an older track, but this here this is here from the apple orchard.
yeah.
You can see right here where the big toe was, right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I
They're
think I took a
everywhere,
picture of it
man.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a
They're,
couple of different pictures, one with my knife next to it.
yeah. They're everywhere,
And that
man.
there, now I saw this here, even though you can't really make it out. If you look carefully right up here, you can almost see toe, like here's some toes up here. Yeah,
Now,
it
from
looks
where
like
I'm
there's a
looking,
toe impression there and a couple there. Whoops, what the heck? I hate when my screen does that. It jumps too
yeah.
far ahead on me. Let me back
Uh-huh.
up a little bit here. All right, let me go up ahead. All right, we're just seeing
There you
that
go.
one. Oh
Yeah.
crap! I went too far ahead. This here, this is across from where that tree was, over in that corner there, where the field kind of goes into the smaller section in the back.
Yeah,
But
what
this is
it is,
across,
what they
yeah,
do is
across from
they
the coffee.
yeah, what they do is what the game commission did, they have like the field to like a 20-yard stretch, then it
Yeah,
opens and a little 20-yard stretch, then open all the way to the pines.
right.
Right there between the Apple Orchard and Mill Creek Dirt Road.
Yeah, but this one here, I found this one to be a fairly interesting, almost teepee type structure right here.
I've never seen that before, and I've been all through that area a million times. That must be a new one.
Yeah. Now this is one of the ones I got on the trail up behind, up on the, because I kept finding several tracks. Here's around where the heel is.
Is that
You
the
can see
upper
the
trail?
toes right here.
Is that the upper trail or the lower
Uh,
trail?
the lower trail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you
Wow.
can see the toes.
Yeah. But it's got a narrow heel, though, so that's a female.
Now this is the same track right here I just showed you, but oh,
Yeah,
now I went too far ahead.
yeah, that was a
Uh,
female. The heel was narrow.
this one here, you gotta look. I don't know. I have it sideways, but you can see it
Well,
right
yeah,
here.
you can see where the toes are. Yeah, there's no distinction in the toes. Now that's got a
Yeah,
wide.
this one
That's got a
here.
yeah. That's got a wide heel. That's a male.
Yeah, because you can see where the toes sink in
Yeah.
right here.
Uh huh.
Right here. I know in the picture it's hard to make it out. That's why I took this stick right here. I stuck it right there where the heel is. Because it kind of comes around like right around here.
Yeah.
So
Well, definitely ain't no doubt about it. It's a damn track.
yeah. Now this here, I know it's in the picture you can't see that, but in this here, in person, you can see the complete impression of everything in this one here. But
Yeah.
like I said, looking at the picture, yeah, you can't tell. So
Hmm.
let's
Yeah.
see, yeah, this. Let me see. I got bet. Oh no, wait a minute. I think this. No, this is a different one. This is on the trail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's a.
yeah, that's the same. Yeah, now this is a different angle, but I think this is the same one as just the last one right there.
I can see
You
the
can, yeah,
dorsal break right in the middle. That greenish area right there with that leaf in it. Right
right,
there in the
exactly.
middle. I see that break right there. I mean, there's no distinction in that. I
Oh
mean, I can
yeah.
see that. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one.
This, Yeah, that's the one I cast with the big toe right here broke off of it, which is very
Oh,
disappointing.
yeah, I seen the mess you made there with all that plastic. You do what I did, get pissed off and sling it.
Yeah, basically, I was my container that I had that I poured it with. I had
Hmm.
water in it. I was trying to rinse it out and splat. That's why it splatters like that. But
Uh,
yeah, here's an overview look of it because it was down in here. But yeah,
yeah,
that little track that I found, here's a culvert pipe, and the
yeah,
other track was it was much smaller though. And like I said, I saw some deer tracks all through here.
yeah.
And this is what I
That tracker's right
yeah.
there across from that between that big tree and that little tree, right there in the ditch.
And see, I do the same thing in my area. Every time I ride by all these culvert pipe, because they've done the same thing over around Elko, and they cleared out a lot of these for the water to flow through them better.
Yeah,
And and they're all nothing but straight mud. There's nothing, no debris, nothing. I take my time. I go by them, and I'm always looking for tracks. So I found them out in my area before, but of course, all right. There's a picture of the track right there. that I cast there. Of course, the big toe is missing, but that's a side view of it. And another thing I try to tell people too, you see, it looks like it's much wider than what it is. Some of this is that
Well, I can
over,
see exactly how the foot. I can see exactly where the foot goes around it because you got that overrun on it. That's what makes it look bigger. That
right. I
over.
know because if you follow my mouse, the little marker here, this is basically the outline of the foot right here.
Yeah, I can see that.
And right here, I don't know if you can tell right here, but this one here has a dip in it. Like right here, you got the
Yeah,
heel,
yeah.
it sticks out, and it dips
Uh-huh.
in right here, like the mid-tarsal break right there.
Yeah, I can
You
see
can see
that.
the 1, 2, 3, 4, which I wish the big toe stayed on there, but there's a flashlight. Oh well. Let's
No,
see. I'm trying to
no.
remember where I seen this at. Oh, this is over. Yeah, this is my area right here. Let's see. Where was that at? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is my area. I found that interesting right there.
Yeah, it looked like a pyramid.
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of little odd stuff I come across. Yeah. That there. Yeah.
Seems the further back up on the mountain we go, the more shit we find.
Oh yeah.
Now that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I like that there. All in this area here. Do you
Yeah,
remember that one mud track I showed you a picture of where I think Jeff said he went to go stop and look at it after I told him about it?
yeah.
This is up behind it, up on the hill, up behind here. So
Ooh,
this is also in the same area that the newspaper reporters had the rock thrown at them.
okay.
Now this arch, I found this very awesome because look, this was a
That's a
fairly
big arch.
big tree. It goes over to all right.
How tall was
See
it
this?
from?
Oh man, this was probably over 18 feet tall.
Oh shit.
Now now check out. All right, see this tree right here
Uh huh.
and this tree right here.
Uh huh.
Well, this tree is arch resting over top of these branches off of this tree and off of this tree, and it's stabbed in the ground
Oh
right over
wow,
here.
man.
It is completely stabbed. This is the most impressive arch I've come across.
I've
Yeah,
I've seen two arches that were stabbed in the ground, but they weren't. They was not that height. They
yeah.
were.
I
They
found
were.
this one very incredible because there's no way this could have grown like this.
No, there's no way.
Not like this. Not with the way it's resting on top of these other branches. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very incredible. And there's other arches. Like here's a small one
Yeah.
stabbed in the ground. I
I
know I
think.
got more.
I think the. I think the big boys are doing that, not the juvie. I think the big ones are.
All right, this is exactly where my audio recorder is still sitting in this little crevice inside this tree right here.
Yeah, it should stay dry.
Yeah, yeah. It's inside. It's got a little bit of a shelter. I mean, if it does
Uh-huh.
rain, I mean, it might get a little wet, which I'm not worried about that. You can't really make this out too good, but this was kind of it appeared to be a track that I found up that way.
That's a left foot.
Yeah, and this is these other parts all from my area here.
Mm-hmm.
Now this here looked interesting. Yeah, it almost looked like somewhat of a cluster, of almost like a little mini teepee there.
Mm-hmm.
And this here, you got see this tree going across this way. This tree that's
Yeah.
arched over here, it's going underneath, and you can see how it's pulled around this way.
Yeah.
That one there was pretty awesome when I
Yeah.
saw that one.
But see, there's a lot of people, that think, gee, nature can do that with the wind. Wind causes that. You full of crap.
Right.
You full of crap.
Here's another track I found.
That's a
Let's see.
left foot coming my way.
Yeah. Yep. Here's another one.
Hmm.
And that's a picture of one a little bit further away. That there's a little blurry, but you can see that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Of course, now we're going to photos of me.
Well, you
Let's
putting
see.
yourself on Playgirl magazine?
Yeah. Let's see. All right, I think we already went through most of these here. All right.
I don't know how to get. I don't know how to get over to my from here. Get over to my photographs and get those ones that I posted today. I ain't even posted them yet. I got the
Now, as
video.
far as all right,
Huh?
hold on one second. Now, what you do, see on the bottom of my computer screen, you have a. It should have your icons or your menu bar.
All right.
I got two. I got this screen open, and I could open up
Mm,
to my other screen, and
got
like
chat.
right now, I'm on Facebook right now. So,
Yeah, I can punch over to. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let me do this. All right. Go to Facebook.
and yeah, if
Yeah.
you open up another window, come back to the podcast screen, hit screen share, and it'll give you an option of what screens you want to try.
Okay. Let me get it here. Okay. All right. You know something I can't do? Well, maybe let me try. I don't know. I don't know if it's on this one or not. Nah, I gotta transfer 'em from the main computer to this computer and everything. I can't do it because what I gotta do is I gotta take and plug my SD card into this computer.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because you don't have. All right. Well,
I
the other
got 'em.
thing is, if you could do a screen share, once you get to the other thing, you could still maneuver through if you have them all uploaded on into your groups or anything.
Well, the way it is, believe it or not, everything that I got on the big computer is on a big computer. What I got on here right now is what I downloaded off an SD card. So
Right.
I don't know how to get it from the big computer to the laptop.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Um, what was I gonna say? Hold on.
I'm still
Hold
eating
on one
bacon.
second. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to cook me some bacon.
Hold on. Let's see.
Love bacon. I got to load some more ammo, man. All the ones I loaded the other day, I shot up with your dad.
Yeah, yeah. He was impressed there when you took him down there. He's like, "Yeah, Fred knows his shit."
I told him I was going to get him in the bullseye. I
Yeah,
hit it, but he didn't hit it. But I
yeah. Because
kept telling.
dad was telling me he said he was shooting a few times. You know, he said he was over a little to the left or a little to the right or whatever. And then you take the gun, you take it, shoot it. Dad said, "Yeah, he hit it dead center." He said, "Yep." He said, "You're good to go." So, yeah,
Yeah, I got to fine tune mine. I didn't get my. I got mine hitting 1 inch above 100, but I didn't want it that way. But there were people piling in there, and it was just getting a little too obnoxious for me being in there with all them people coming in.
right.
Because when we got there, we were the only two there. And the guy come
Ah,
in, and the guy come in and started shooting a Ruger 22 with a silencer, and all of a sudden, after about a half hour, everybody started coming in like carloads of them.
right.
So we got out of Dodge. So I got to
Hold
take a
on one
load of
second.
some more ammo.
There's something I'm trying to pull up.
Hmm. Excuse me. I'm gonna take my I'm gonna take my plate back in here real quick, drain my cigarettes, and make me
All
another
right.
cup of coffee real quick.
we're waiting on Fred right now. He's going to get his coffee. I'm going to do a screen share. Like I said, for whoever is viewing, this is just open discussion. It's our just random discussion, random talk, miscellaneous. There's nothing we have a focus on. So for whoever is viewing, that's basically all it is.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I'll show you something. I'll pull it up on screen share here. All right, see all the CB radio stuff right here? Yeah, see the microphone?
Yeah. That's
I
power.
ordered.
That's a power.
Yeah,
mic.
the power. I should have ordered two of them, but I ordered one for my my radios. See how they has a connection right here? Mine's gonna look more like this one right here.
Oh, okay.
No, because I have the piece that they connect.
Yeah.
Into my radio.
Yeah,
So
because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get me another CB, but I'm gonna get one with a upper and a lower band. The lower band,
yeah.
I could talk to you while you're on your walkie-talkie, and I could be in the Jeep up the road somewhere, and I could talk.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got an upper and a lower band.
I've been thinking about actually getting one myself because I used to have one in a couple different vehicles I've had, and the one I had hooked up, you could probably talk to people over 20 miles away. Because I had a Millennium hooked up to it, and the guy who hooked it up for me installed it. He used to run a CB shop, so he knew his stuff. He actually had me hooked up pretty well. So
yeah,
and I had a real nice external speaker and everything to it.
Yeah, you need to get the what do you call it? That when you showed me that person
right.
you showed me. All right, a friend of mine has got like 3 like that, but he's got one that's juiced out to the max. I had one a long time ago, man, but someone stole it out of my car at the time. I could sit on top of After Mountain and pick up people in North Carolina. But of course,
Yeah.
if you notice, I got a Wilson 5000 antenna on mine.
That's what I used to have on mine when I had my good CB. I had the Wilson 5000 as well.
Yeah,
I had a Cobra 29 CB in there. So.
Yeah. Now I'll tell you, the best way to get out, the furthest to get out is when you key that mic. That needle does not move.
Right.
If
this guy here, he had it intact and tuned pretty well because he actually before he installed it, I was watching him. I mean, I wasn't sure exactly what he was doing, but he had it opened up and he was actually adding extra resistors and other little things inside.
He beefed it up for you.
Exactly. That's why it had awesome clarity and awesome range.
That's what you do, man. That's what I got to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know anybody else around here. See, White's Truck Stop used to do it, but there ain't no more White's Truck Stop, and they don't have a CB shop up there no more.
Yeah. Well, this guy here, this is on the other side of Virginia. Yeah, he knew his stuff. He used to do like a lot of competition and stuff, competition, CB radio competitions and stuff. Because that's what they used to do. They used to do, so you could do the key up and reach the longest range and all that good stuff. So.
Well, if you want to have a base unit at your house, you can buy a base unit off the internet or off eBay or something like that. But what you need to do is get you an Antron antenna. Strap that on at the top part of your chimney. That thing's about 25 feet long, and you can adjust your SWRs by 2 rings on the bottom of it. Just get someone down there to hit the mic, and when you turn it, now so that needle does not move when you got the mic keyed, you can reach clear to Hong Kong.
Wow. Man, who knows? Maybe in the future I might do something like that just for the heck of it.
I had one here, man.
Hey, I was gonna say, there's something another thing I've been giving a lot of thought to, and I've talked to you about it before, and because what made me think about doing another one is because you had brought something up about trying to set something up over at the Wilson Fire Department, but I want to set something up probably in West Augusta, maybe out around west of Churchville. Maybe try to set up
like to do live podcast or something.
No, not a live podcast, but like a live public event. Try to kind of like a town hall meeting, more or less. Try to draw people in and see if we can pick up some other evidence and stuff. You know, I mean, not evidence, but
Well,
reports and stuff.
if you can talk to the guy, if you can talk to the store on over in Headwaters, that's right smack in the middle between West Augusta, Deerfield, and McDowell over in Highland
Now, is
County.
that all?
That's right
Okay,
smack
so
in the
that's
middle.
all right off. That's right off of 250 then.
Yeah, it's right on 250.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
it's and
what
besides,
kind of store
Jennifer's
is that?
sister lives over there. It's just a little old
That's right.
mom. It's just a little old mom and pop store. Right on
Okay.
it's the only store in that region. The next store you come to is in McDowell.
Oh, I got you. Huh.
When you come off the mountain, you'll see a dirt road. It goes to your left. There's a cabin there, right on the corner on your left. It's shaped like an L. That's my old cabin
Ah.
and everything.
Okay. Hmm.
But I'm gonna have to
Now,
take you to Augusta Springs up there and let you see some of the structures just driving to the range. I mean,
right.
there were trees ripped. I'm talking about like they snapped it and peeled it like a banana down into the creeks. The leaves were still fresh on it. I was like, look at that over there. I said, it's fresh. It was, I mean, on both sides. Your dad was like going gaga over this shit, man. Yeah, and nobody. It's the backside of Little North Mountain.
Okay. I know that. I know some of that area. Not
I
that good though.
tell you what. If you go into Buffalo Gap,
Go
go
past the
right
high
back.
school, right?
Yeah. Go by Buffalo Gap High School. You come to Crossroad. There's a junction right across from it. Take a
Yep.
take a right, like going to Craigsville. Go about a mile, you see a church on your left right hand side, and there's a dirt road. Take that
Yeah.
dirt road, and it comes out. That's Parkersburg Turnpike. That comes out in Deerfield, right between
Ah.
Deerfield and Carpenter's Store,
Right.
and that's all mountain.
Hmm.
No one's researching that area over there. That's
Interesting.
yeah, they call that Parkersburg Turnpike, and there has been a lot of sightings over there from the people who live over there, live up and down, because there's people live up and down that mountain. And I've talked
Well,
when I worked for Asplund, we was over doing power line work, and they was telling me, yeah, we heard something kept smacking trees, looked like it sounded like he's taking a log and smacking another log. We hear screaming like all this stuff. And I said, yeah, really, I know what that is,
well,
man.
I had a report from of a roadside sighting uh, from the gentleman who bought my father's old front door. You know, because my parents replaced their front door, and there was a guy that came by and picked it up, and we got into talking to him and everything. And he said just past the high school on the left hand side, and he said it was between 7 and 8 feet tall. He said he knew what he was seeing. He said he saw a Bigfoot very with dark black hair
Okay,
standing
okay.
on the side of the road.
Is he coming from Churchville or is he coming from Buffalo Gap? Maybe coming from
He
Buffalo
was
Gap,
actually, from what I understand, he was headed out that way.
headed which way?
So yeah,
Towards.
he was headed west,
Okay, so he was headed toward
and
Buffalo
it was
Gap.
on his
So,
and it
yeah,
was on his left because he said he was going past a high school.
all right, the high school's on the left, going toward Buffalo Gap.
Well, if you're going out that way, it's actually the high school's on the right because
Well,
I've been out that way before.
if you go into Churchville and you could take a left, and that'll take you
Hmm.
right to Buffalo Gap High School. You go right to the end of it, and you come out on 254 West. You take a left, it
Right,
brings you back. You go back in the stand, take a right, it takes you to Craigsville, over in Williamsville area that way. So if he's
right, because I know.
so if, so if he's coming from Churchville, the school would be on the left. If he was coming from Buffalo Gap, the school would be on the right.
Okay, well, I know the way he described it. I know the area. I guess he was going out because the school was on his right. So yeah, when he told the story.
Okay,
So
yeah,
that's the way I've been out there because I know you go past 40. You go past 42
yeah,
while you're heading
exactly.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So
open field and a lot of thick little patches of woods all through scattered through that area. And all this squat's got to do is cross the road and walk about 50 yards, and he's in the woods, and he's right there. He's walk right up on the mountain. So yeah, it's possible
Hmm.
that way.
Hold on one second.
But I've heard some stories from old timers out there, man. I'll tell you what, and they say it's not a bear we're hearing.
Right.
Well, if you go over the Child River area, he's dead now, but when I first met him was like 2 years ago, and
Right.
he logged his own property, and he said for 2 years in a row he would be logging his property, and he would look up on the side of a ridge, and there'd be two guys in black standing up there looking at him. He said
Wow.
he said he would throw his hand up, they throw their hand up, and he'd turn around and walk away, or going back and
Right.
forth, and they would disappear. And he said I couldn't figure out who it was until he went
Hmm.
up there one day and saw the footprints.
Yeah.
He said then he knew what it was, but he wasn't scared. He says, "Well, if I got them living on my property, big deal. You know, they're not bothering me. You know, as long as they throw their hand up, I'm fine." The
Oh
man,
yeah.
the man was like 80 years old, you know, and he says he's been seeing them for 2 years in a row, you know. So, but uh, my buddy, he back about 2 years ago, a buddy of mine blew his head off with a shotgun,
Oh my.
and we hunted over on his property or his mom's property, actually, you know, and that's where they was at. And now
Hmm.
the mom still owns the property, but I ain't been back over since because we took him right over top his grave. We buried him on the property behind her trailer, and we put a tree stand up about 15 feet, and we wrapped his black powder rifle up in saran wrap, and
Yeah.
I made a gun rack, and I laid it, and I got his gun kind of sitting up on that. So
Hmm.
that's his gravestone. Is that tree stand with
Yeah.
that black powder? As far as I know, it's
Hmm.
still sitting up there. You know.
All right. Hey Fred, I'm gonna step away from the podcast for just a minute.
Okay.
We got viewers, so if you want to talk about something, there's people watching right now. So
Ah, okay.
yeah. So
Well,
I'll be right back.
okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, the juvenile squatches in both our areas, like my area right now, they're getting to the point where they're getting they're getting more brazen. They're coming closer and closer and closer to me. Right now, the closest one I've seen in the past couple of days have been at least 15 yards away. And when a big one, like the day watcher or a big brother or a big sister, when they come up, they squat down behind a tree, and usually you see the left shoulder or the right shoulder, but there's nothing out there that comes out from a tree. It's kind of shaped like a shoulder. And when I zoom in, you could see the hair. I got a photograph of one that I went in there one day and I heard some movement and I stopped. I turned, I looked around and I turned back around and I took about 4 or 5 steps and I stopped in mid step. And I heard that one last crunch. When you hear something like that, they just give the location away. I turned to my right, I zoomed in, and there it was. I got that one. I got a juvenile behind him, peeking out from a tree.
Yeah,
All
I mean,
that
if I
was
hear from him, yeah.
all right. That was to my right. All right. I looked to the left of him, and I seen another one about 25 yards back, standing between the trees. But what was next to it, to the right of it, I can't say because that looked like its eyes were glowing, and it had a brown leather, looked like it had a brown head on it. I went up there over the past couple of days, past couple of weeks, and went to that rock and walked from that rock down to where I was standing to see if I could see the same scenario, which I did, but I could not see where there were anything that glitters on that rock. I don't know what it was, but you could see something was laying there or sitting there looking at me. And I walked up to the tree that one was that I got the left side of it, or yeah, or more or less, he's looking at me, so it'd be his left shoulder, and you could see you could see where his knees was, and you could see where his knuckles were, and but but like I say, this time of year, the juveniles are getting more brazen. They're getting closer, and they're getting more cockier, and that's the fun part about it. But yesterday, when I cracked that rifle, it sounded like I heard elephants running down through the woods. You can hear boom, 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 boom. You can hear pine trees being snapped left and right going down through there. And I went on the way out. I went down through there, and there's two spots that used to be like this with limbs. Now they're about 4 foot wide, and there's like a tunnel way down through there, which is comical. But the question is, I know that they've never heard a gunshot, and I know that's what spooked them. But they did come back to see what else I was doing. They did do that, but they didn't get as close. But of course, I didn't fire no more shots because only two squirrels I seen, some ones I shot. And it was getting too warm. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning by then. So they're in it. They're in that area in the daytime. So apparently that must be their day bedding area, is in pines behind the apple orchard. And they can get to Mill Creek and they can get to Kennedy Fields with ease to both areas. Well, through that one spot right there. Because it's got open spots in a stick back there.
And until you mentioned the apple orchard, I forgot I had a trail camera still sitting out there.
Well, you got it over to the over in the far corner, upper corner.
Yeah, if you go, well, yeah, the way I describe it, because I know you got the lower trail and the upper trail they both go around the outside of the field there.
Right.
But if you stay to the right and go to the upper trail that follows it to the back, and goes to that far back corner, and it goes into another kind of clearing.
Yeah.
Up behind there, yeah, that's just up there, just inside the woods, looking in part of that back field.
Well, I think you might have me on it coming back through.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I figure I know you go up there, so yeah, I'll probably end up getting you on there.
Yeah, because when I come out of the wooded area, I take a left and I go right up in that corner, and I go from the corner right there going into the woods, and I'll go straight all the way over. I catty corner of the woods, and I come out on that trail on the far side where you come up into the field from the road. I'll come out of that. I'll come out that trail right there. So apparently you got me crossing, or you probably got me stopping, standing, and looking around.
Right.
But hey, that's the area that I caught that one juvie imitating. I think it was a blue jay at the time, blue jay or an owl. One of them. It was two of them. One was on one side, one was on the other side. One was imitating a blue jay, and the other one was imitating a barred owl. But that was like a couple of years ago. And that's the same area that I caught those two juvies running across the open. That is wild. When you catch two little ones. Now, here's the thing about it. When they run, you could take and lay a level on their head, and that level will stay level. It will stay between the bubbles, between the lines. When they run, that's how smooth they run. Even fast. Their head, because a human, we bob. When we walk, we bob. When we run, we bob. But we stiff.
That's our natural walk.
Right. We straighten our legs out stiff. A squatch doesn't. They always keep a leg bent, so they could run. If you remember that one in Kingston, Canada, where the young guys were making an album where the guy come running toward the camera and that squatch come running across behind him, went from right to left behind him.
I'm not sure. What footage are you referring to?
This was like
it might have been. It might have been something I haven't. Yeah, I probably haven't seen it though.
Well, what it is, what they did, they made an album cover, and the guy was supposed to be running from. He was on the left and come running between a little small opening in a field, and he come through there, and he got about 20 yards past it, and this massive 10-foot squatch come from the right and shot right across to the left. Facebook finding Bigfoot did it. That was,
Okay.
yeah. If you see it that way, but you'll see the guy running toward the camera, and then all of a sudden the squat shoots out from the right side to the left. But he was down low and running. But here's the thing: his head stayed in one position. It didn't go up. It didn't go down. It just stayed level. And that's the way a juvenile runs. That's the way they run. They don't bend. They don't
Right.
straighten their legs out, so they don't bob like we do. And that's what I've noticed about them juveniles when they run like that. And that told me that's how they all run. Because if you watch the Gilman Patterson film of Patty walking, you notice her head stays level while she's walking.
Hmm. Let's see. What time is it? All right. Yeah, we'll have to get off here in a little while because unfortunately I got to go pick my brother up at work. Yeah, I'm glad I had a nap earlier today. So,
Tell them to call a taxi.
actually, it's funny. I know 2 taxi drivers that live in Waynesboro, but they're Charlottesville taxi drivers. So,
Did she get on?
hold on. No, I sent a few other people some. Hold on. Hold on.
Time to watch Destination.
All right.
2.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh nah, but yeah, I definitely want to work on what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it would be a good
Um,
idea.
planning a public event. So,
Yeah, because you got
like I said, a town.
well, you got Churchville.
Yeah.
Then you got Carpenters. Then the next place would be Deerfield or uh, Headwaters.
Yeah, because there's an individual that's watching right now, and she's actually from the Churchville area. And I'm gonna actually talk with her. She may know of locations that I could check into out that way.
Yeah.
She actually lives in Churchville, so
Oh, cool.
so yeah, I'm gonna talk to her, see what she can probably tell me. I don't know. Yeah, between that there and you know, the expedition's already done. I have not planned nothing yet for next year because, like I mentioned on yesterday's show with Ken, um, I may want to try to plan on attending the Ohio Bigfoot conference next year in 2016.
Yeah, we're gonna take a lot of
Now,
money
if
over
yeah, well, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're only around about $45 for a ticket.
there. Yeah, but you got but you got to think about
Yeah,
the motel room. You can do it 2 ways. So me and Paul was gonna camp out that way. It's about 4.5 miles from the convocation center where the Ohio conference is. So it's um, cheaper to camp out than it is to get a motel room because when the Ohio conference is, you gotta call within like 2 months in advance to get a motel room
yeah,
and everything.
huh? So yeah, I don't know. That's why there's a lot of details. I'm gonna look into it and see what I could do. I mean, there's no guarantee that I'm gonna go, but
Yeah,
also as far as a expedition goes,
yeah,
I'm North Carolina.
yeah.
But the only problem is um what you call it is finding an actual location to set up a base camp and then an area to explore, research out there down there. So, um, but
Well, I know Raleigh has got some good sightings down there. Then you got
now actually there's
Fayetteville.
some nice. Yeah, my brother used to live in Raleigh, North Carolina. There actually is some really great national forest area down there. So,
Yeah. Then you got Fayetteville, North Carolina, down next to
right.
South Carolina borderline. and everything. Oh,
Mm.
there's like 5 or 6 different areas. I want to go. I want to go to Kentucky. I want to get with them guys.
Yeah, now yeah, that there, and there's actually I know a few different locations. People have been telling me in West Virginia, like, hey, you got to go to this town, go to this place. There's been sightings here. I hear about sightings in all these different places just from you know
Shit,
hearsay,
shit.
documentaries, and everything else I've been watching.
Just walk across.
So.
Just walk in the woods. Go from Virginia to West Virginia, and just walk that patch of woods. You'll see them. They're like a dime a dozen over there. Because
Mm.
the mountains, the mountains over there are so steep that people don't even go into them. Except if they're running bear or something like that. But there's like a dime a dozen of squatches, man, over there. But their people ain't gonna talk
Yeah,
about it because they're thinking people think they're crazy.
yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But shoot, yeah, unfortunately, I got to get off here. Uh, I yeah, I thought I was gonna get away with uh going going to pick my brother up, but unfortunately, I got to get ready to head out there. So,
Well, is he working at
but
Does he work at a restaurant?
yeah, yeah, he works at Scotto's right there in Waynesboro, the Italian restaurant.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I used to work at that place when it was a
yeah,
pizza
like
joint.
as soon as I got off, or oh, okay, yeah, they still have pizza. They got really good pizza in there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
'cause sometimes he'll like when I go to pick him up, he'll bring home a slice or something, and I'm like, man, this is pretty good. So, but yeah, like when I get off my job, I got to pick him. I pick him up at his first job. He works 2 jobs, Uh,
Yeah.
so but yeah, I pick him up at his one job and then run him home here. And man, I thought I was gonna have to drag him to work early today. I was like, no, I'm tired. I was about to crash. My body was killing me. So
Yeah. Well, what
yeah.
I'll do, I'll take when I get on the other computer, I'll go ahead and I see an ear. What I'll do is I'll take and
Look.
I see, hey, I see a rat in the floor over there. No, what I'll do is
What in the world? Oh,
yeah, I'll get on the other
yeah.
computer and I'll download them pictures and I'll send them to you. The photographs that I got
Okay,
today.
yeah. And these all came from up behind the camp area, right?
Well, one came right about maybe 500 yards after you turn off to take the Y to go toward the camp area. Is on the left hand side,
Okay.
and then the rest of them are behind the camp.
Ah, okay, okay. Cool.
But you'll like them.
Yeah.
And
All right. Well,
everything.
I'll tell you what. Maybe I have to play it by ear. Maybe tomorrow. Uh, maybe we can jump on here again, and
All right.
it all depends. I got to play it by ear. Now,
Yeah.
like I said, Friday, I'm definitely going out there to get my trail camera Friday, and I'm gonna be out there Friday. Like I said, I may stay out there overnight.
Okay.
You know, try to do some night investigation while I'm out there. So,
Yeah. Like I said,
and
because like I said, Saturday, me and my brothers we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna swap heads on the truck on the Jeep so I can get it so it'll run
okay,
better. So that ain't. But like I say, it'll take a couple hours.
yeah.
And then we'll see what happens. Oh, stoppage sheets and drafters. You ever get time? It's $1.75 a gallon.
What is it now?
$1.75.
Are you serious?
Yep, I filled mine up today. If you got the sheets card,
Wow.
if you got a sheets card, it's $1.72.
Yeah, I got a Sheets card, but I mean, I filled up yesterday after work. I mean, it was $1.93 where up there in Grottos. So
Yeah, it'll drop. Be glad the first year to be under $1.50 a gallon for some oddball reason. All right, man. I'll holler at
so
you. I'll holler at you later on this week or tomorrow, whatever the case may be. But like I said, I'll take him.
all right.
I'll get them pictures and I'll get them loaded on my Facebook and my others, and I'll send them to you.
All right, sounds good. And right now, before we jump off here, I see we got viewers. So, um, for those viewing, spread the word because sometimes we have random open discussions like this from time to time. The planned out. They're like spare, kind of a random spare of the moment kind of thing, where we just
Yeah.
get on and just start talking about whatever. And sometimes
Right.
awesome stuff comes up, and you guys might hear something that you don't want to miss. So, and then
Right.
we discuss about what we might be doing or planning in the near future. So, like this weekend, I'm gonna be out there. I got my trail cameras, and I'm gonna be planning on just doing what we do and researching and just having fun doing it. So,
Yeah.
but like I said, yeah,
And
go ahead, Fred.
also don't forget, I'll be having a podcast Sunday night at 8 o'clock. So anybody wants to watch, how do you get to it, Daniel?
Oh, wait,
Go to
wait. Say that
on
again.
that
What
pod.
you your podcast?
Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be
Oh,
for Sunday night at 8 o'clock.
yeah. You
Uh,
got Fred. You got the link share, but you only got to share it in your two groups. Go ahead, start sharing it in all the different groups that you know of.
okay.
And especially with the time, yeah. Just take the link that you have, just hit share, and go into find the different groups like Um,
I got groups all
yeah.
over the world.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I do. That's how I get more viewers that way. I share my podcast links to all the different forums.
Right.
I share it on Google Plus. I also share it on Twitter. I mean, I could, yeah, I'll take your link. I'll throw it up on Twitter too. You'll get a lot of
Oh,
views. I
okay.
got a lot of followers on Twitter. So yeah, and anyone, if you guys want to look me up, I'm on Twitter. At each, Daniel Benoit, ECBRO 98. Um, Also, one of our other members, Tracy Arnold, he is actually on Twitter. So feel free to check out Tracy Arnold and Fred Canny. You should jump on there and start sharing all your information.
Well,
I get into talking a lot of.
I am on Twitter too,
Huh?
but every time I go there, I don't want to talk about shit in the city. What movie stars and other people are doing. That's why I don't get on it because I don't see anything interesting. I just see a bunch of people talking about movie stars and stereo systems and all that stuff.
Well, if you're seeing that kind of stuff, then you're following the wrong people. You're supposed to choose who you want to follow. That way,
Huh?
who you follow and who follows you. Like if you post something,
Oh, I ain't.
only your follower is going to see it. So
Right. I ain't never posted anything. It's just when I get on there, that's what I see. So I just get up back off of it because it doesn't interest me. But since you say
hmm.
that I can get followers on Twitter, well, I guess I'll try that too. See what happens. Because I'm new to Twitter. I mean, I don't know how it really works. Everything.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, I get on there. I'll make a post or two, or share podcast links on there, and I mean, it's pretty cool. I've actually recently just started doing Instagram, which I'm not really big into that. I don't see what the big deal is on that. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but anyway, everyone, you guys have a good night. And like I said, I might have a show, open discussion show tomorrow night. So stay tuned. Watch, just follow my posts on Facebook. Everything I post and share a lot of things just directly on my timeline. Google Plus, Twitter, and check out and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Jump on YouTube and subscribe to ECBRO 98 and also Freddy 59100 on YouTube. Also new to YouTube is Tracy Arnold. As far as I know, I'm not sure his specific YouTube channel, but Tracy Arnold is part of the New River Valley Bigfoot organization, one of our ECBRO divisions down in Westfield, Virginia. So, but anyway, you guys have a good night. If you have any questions, feel free to message me or Fred Canny directly, and we're always around. So, guys,
Yep.
God bless and good night.
All right. I'll shout at you later.